Hi, I'm Keiko and welcome to another Rappler live jam session. Okay, it's a Wednesday, it's a hump day. I know you're all stressed. So tonight, you can relax because our guest, she's the perfect person to, help you unwind a little tonight. Kasi medyo, alam mo yung dalawang araw pa bago tayo tumawid sa weekend. So please welcome Keiko Necesario. Hi.
Hello,
And
guys.
we also have Timothy Rekla on keys.
Yes,
Hi,
he's my
thanks for
keyboardist.
dropping by.
Thank you for having us, for sure.
Okay.
Hello, good evening, guys. Good evening.
Si boss's speaking voice niya pa lang, guys. Medyo relaxing na.
Hindi, ano lang ako, kasi hindi tayo close lahat. So, tamed lang dapat.
Okay.
Kunyari, marangal na tao.
Okay, so for the people watching who don't know you yet, she started writing songs when you were grade 4.
Yeah, in 4th grade.
So how did you, start? I mean, how did it occur to you na start writing songs when you're grade 4? Like all of your classmates were probably like naglalaro lang sa gilid-gilid and you were like writing songs.
Well, actually, they were studying and I was writing songs. But no, it came out naturally for me. Like I just words and melodies just come up and I started writing songs like talaga. Like I didn't think of it as something na I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, but it was something that just it started and that was it. In 4th grade. Yeah, it was weird actually. I was writing about love songs and I didn't even know about love. Then yeah.
You didn't have a boyfriend, girl?
Nope, I've never had a boyfriend. I'm an NBSB.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Trivia.
Which is
I
weird
didn't know.
also for someone who writes about love.
Yeah, because
very often,
you will discover later your songs are like a lot of your songs are about,
about love.
the intense feeling of love. Like it takes you to the
Exactly,
different
yeah.
phases of love, like falling in love, like not understanding what's going on kind of love, So you weren't really taught like were your family members like musical also?
My mom and my dad, they're very musical, but I'm the first one in the family to really pursue music.
Oh wow.
So like my mom is a teacher and my dad is an engineer. So like super different.
Medyo malayo.
Yeah, super different. But they both play the guitar. So my mom taught me how to play the guitar in 5th grade around that time. Pero I was really into it pa. I really got into it. The era of bands pa, like yung Hail, like first year high school na sina Kichi Nadal. Doon na, I was like, okay.
You were hooked.
Yeah, super hooked.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't stop playing that.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what's the songwriting process like for you? Like is it parang like are you the type na magkukulong ka and then you just finish one song in one sitting or putol-putol?
Actually, it's different for me now. Well, songwriting for me is always naman different. Like it comes to me in different ways. Like minsan naglalakad ako and I just come up with like a melody or something and then I record it immediately on my phone. Kasi isa yan sa mga sakit I think ng mga artists, like yung mga singer-songwriters, we just forget all the time like the melodies that we come up with. And ayun, sometimes it comes from like a line from a book or it's like from a word or personal experiences. It's always different for me, which is why I'm super in love with songwriting. And yeah, it's different. It's always different. But before, nung mas bata ako, parang it was easier for me to write songs, even in the middle of like a chaotic place or whatever. But now it's just I actually do songwriting retreats. I take songwriting retreats.
You need
like
to take time off to
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
Right.
like sometimes I go to Baguio or La Union or even kahit nga Fort lang, like I rent out Airbnbs and like super isolate myself for like 3 days and like write. Yeah.
Why do you think it was easier when you were younger? What makes it different
I
this
think
time?
I'm not saying that the passion was like even more but parang I'm still passionate about it, but it's just I think parang pag matanda ka na medyo mas marami ka nang iniisip. When you're younger, you're just thinking about songwriting itself. So you can just write wherever or whenever. But now it's like you have different things to really,
There's adulting
yeah,
to think
I
of.
know exactly. So like it was easier then. It was like simpler. So yeah, but it's still the passion is still there. I love it. Like I don't think I'll ever do something else.
I have more questions for you, pero let's start with your
game.
first song.
Yeah.
Because people are like, ano ba? Di mo pa siya pinapakanta. So your first song is Di Bale Na.
Yeah, it's
It's your composition?
yeah, it's my original. It's actually my new single now. It's my current single, and this is my very first Tagalog single that I've ever released, like ever. Yeah, I've been in the industry for 6 years or 7 years, but yeah, this is the first time that I released a Tagalog song.
Can you talk to us briefly about like what's the story behind
Yeah,
the
I actually love this song because it really and truly speaks about my experience. But I wrote it with a friend. I actually took like one of those songwriting retreats, and I was in Ford at that time. I was saying that okay, I need a Tagalog song, and my friend visited me, and she was like, "Hey, let's write something." So we came up with like this idea that because we're both single, and like I said kanina, I'm an NBSB, so like to me it's just a lot of people ask me kasi parang sinasabi nila, "Ba't di ka ba nag-boyfriend?" Like it's that easy. Like ano ba?
Pakinyo.
Diba? Yeah, like it's that easy. Sabi ko nga pag magbo-boyfriend ka, sabi ko it's easy to, get into relationships. I could just get any man out there and like, "Hey, tara na." Diba? It's easy. But what's not easy, it's hard to find something real. So I want something real, and so yeah, don't just it's something sacred to me. Yeah, relationships. So yeah, I guess since I haven't found the one yet, ito yung parang hopeful na song ko na about it, na knowing that there's someone out there. Like there's no particular person, but you know that there's someone out there for you waiting, or I don't know, So yan. Di bale na.
First song for the night, Di Bale Na.
Ilang beses na ang puso'y sumuka, tila laging talo sa tuwing nagmamahal. Paano posible bang hindi na masaktan? Di masisisi pagkat tao lang. Oh, ako'y tao lang. Siguro balang araw aking matatanaw sagot sa bakit at sakit ng nakaraan. Di bale ng malayo, alam saan patungo, sa'yo'y tinuturo. Hintayin mo lang ako, hintayin mo lang ako. Dahan-dahan aking matatanaw, sagot sa bakit at sakit ng nakaraan. Di bali ng malayo, alam saan patungo, sa'yo'y tinuturo. Siguro balang araw aking matatanaw, sagot sa bakit at sakit ng nakaraan. Di bali ng malayo, alam saan patungo, sa'yo'y tinuturo. Hintayin mo lang ako.
If you are just tuning in, this is Rappler Live Jam. That was the first song of the night, Di Bale na by Keiko, Necesario. How do you, yun nga, parang how do you get these, parang where do you draw the emotion from these experiences that you write about sometimes that you don't necessarily, like these are sometimes experiences that you haven't necessarily gone through yet. So, like where do you get those?
Well, actually, it's pretty weird for me because well, a lot of people think na parang just so I say na I'm an NBSB, I never tried. Like I never gave myself chances. So I've experienced a lot actually. It's just like with my with the first lyrics nung ano, with the first line of the lyrics, parang ilang beses na ang puso'y sumugal, tila laging talo sa tuwing nagmamahal. So it's just that first line. It already speaks about, you know, my experiences. Like I've tried before. It's just you know, it never worked out. And I feel like, kasi ako nga, sabi ko, it's not that I'm choosy. Kasi a lot of people, they tell me, okay, siguro mapili ka, you have high standards. And guys, it's okay to have standards. It's okay. Because if you don't have standards, you'll fall for anything. Di ba? Parang kung ano lang yung nandiyan sa'yo. Yun yun. Bakit ako talagang ano?
Nag-lecture bigla. No, kasi nga. Yeah. Okay,
But,
let's move on to another topic for now. People might not know also that you were in Philpop twice.
Yes.
In 2012 with 3 a.m. and then in 2016 with Nobody But True. What was the experience like joining Philpop?
Actually, Philpop opened so many doors for me. That was the very first parang professional thing that I had to go through. And Philpop was the reason why I really pursued music. Parang sa akin, okay, maybe I'm meant to do this. Because bata pa ako nun eh. Actually, the truth is, it's the truth. And parang, I joined because I saw 1 million pesos kapag ano. Akala ko nga, I didn't know the process, like the whole process of the songwriting competition. I thought it was just, like, I passed the song, I sent them the song. Kasi naman, nanalo na ako ng 1 million. Akala ko gano'n lang yan. But
it's a very long process, right?
Nung nag-start na kami, sabi nila kailangan doon ng producers. I was 21 at that time. So, sabi ko, anong producer? Sala, ano to? Tapos nandun sila, Mr. C, sabi ko, it's a big thing. So, sabi ko, oh my gosh. But, it was a learning experience. And, sobrang, yun nga yung nag-open ng door sa akin. Like, if I didn't join Philpop, I wouldn't be exactly where I am now. Parang gano'n, I think.
You should listen to 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was
for the people, for the older millennials, like it's gonna bring you back to your days in high school. And
yeah, it's such a cutie song. Like I wrote that for like a crush who drove me home around 3 a.m. Kasi galing kami sa wake sa Burol.
Okay, that was less romantic than I imagined, but yeah. So it was based, like the story in the song is actually based on an actual thing that happened to you. Oh, interesting. Okay, you mentioned kanina that you can't imagine doing anything else at this point. Why do you think you do what you do now? Like singing, songwriting. What is it about it that like hindi mo mapakawalan? I'm guessing.
Well,
Or
before, for sure, because kapag bata ka, mas hindi man shallow, pero mas simple yung pagkakaintindi mo sa ginagawa mo or sa binigay sa'yo ni Lord. Parang more of like, okay, ito na siguro, I wanna sing, that's it. I want people to hear me, ganon. But now it's like more of the purpose of the music, because music is super powerful. And so, just because I started to parang to really discover what music is in a bigger as a bigger thing. I guess that's just it. Parang more of like my purpose. I think hindi
It's your
naman
place.
nabibigay. Yeah, hindi naman sa akin bibigay ito kung, 'di ba? Parang sa akin. Yeah, this is what I do, and I'm gonna do my best and like be better at it, and just keep doing what I do because I love it, and I want people also to hear, to like just get inspired by that. Like even if they're not doing music, if they're just pursuing something else, like outside of art or something, I want them to get inspired because I'm here. Parang ganun.
the way you describe your songwriting process, parang it's very immersive. Di ba? Parang you throw your heart into it, right? When your job or what you do is like that, parang there's always a tendency to get burned out, I'm guessing, unless you are one of the few who never gets burned out. But parang how do you prevent that, or how do you avoid that? Yung talagang nabigay mo na lahat and then you're like, I can't write. Does that ever happen to you even?
Well, there are times, I guess, like phases when you just can't write about anything. Like you have these little phrases or like these little melodies, but you just can't finish them. But I guess with me, we talked about this actually because I just came from a songwriting competition. So it was a songwriting camp, elements, and yeah, I was part of that. Like it was super awesome, and yeah, we were talking about it, like how do we not get burned out? I think main things na parang kailangan namin gawin is like to do something outside of music, like just not listen to music at all. Actually, it's like
Find a hobby?
Yeah.
Knit?
Do
I don't
things that and I think I'm super grateful and thankful that I found that. Like I started painting last year, so I'm like I can paint
you
now.
paint
So I'm
too.
like it's super different because it's like it's calming in a way na you don't have to listen to anything or like, but you're still doing something.
It's another creative outlet,
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Okay, your second song is Highway. Tell us about it. What's the story behind the song?
This one actually, it's part of my EP that I launched last year. It's a different kind of sound because I transitioned into I call my music now, like my genre, electronic folk, and before I was like super into pop, parang combination of pop, country, jazz, folk, something like that. But now it's more parang organic in a way na I found my real sound in electro folk. And the song is about getting to know someone, and parang metaphorical lang siya na you're on a road trip, you're getting to know someone, but in real life it's like, can I have you to bother for the rest of my life? And actually it was that line
I like that
was
line, yeah.
that line was from this movie, The Choice, and The Choice by Nicholas Sparks. It was inspired by from a book, and that book, The Choice, was the very first book that I read, like my entire life, and it got me to writing my own novels. So parang sobrang rin sa akin, special sa akin ng kanta. Yeah, that's it.
Here we go, Highway.
dead night at the swing by the sea. I take wrong over what is right. A wrong man that you'd be with me. Let's hit up the highway, run away into some sound till the dark fades. Doesn't matter how far we are from home, how far we are from home. Baby, you can hold my hand as we go driving. Tell me about your life and then just let me take it in. Oh, just let me take you in. Oh, 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 oh. Can we stay here forever? In your car by the road? Can I have you to bother for the rest of my life? Through sun and the rain, through heat and the cold. Let's hit up the highway, run away into some sound till the dark fades. Doesn't matter how far we are from home, how far we are from home. Baby, you can hold my hand as we go driving. Tell me about your life and then just let me take it in. Oh, just let me take you in. Oh, 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 I'm ready. The world is ours tonight as we go wild and free. I'm ready for you and me. Whoa, whoa. Let's hit up the highway, run away into some sail till the dark fades. Doesn't matter how far we are from home, how far we are from home. Baby, you can hold my hand as we go driving. Tell me about your life and then just let me take it in. Oh, just let me take you in. Oh, 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 just let me take you in. Just let me take you in. Just let me take you in. Just let me take you in.
Thank you.
You have a hype man over there.
Hi.
And I always starts the clapping. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, that was Highway. We have Keiko Necesario on Rappler Live Jam. Parang every segment I introduce a new fun fact about you. So,
Wow.
yung the
Meron
new
ba
fun
ulit?
the new fun fact here is that you're a singer, you're a songwriter, and now I said that you're not. Do you consider yourself an actress? No.
No, well, I've done like a little short film before with my friend. If you know Marcelo Santos III, he's actually my best friend.
Oh.
So before we did like a little short film
Okay.
together. So ayun, I tried acting there, and a lot of people actually come up to me and like, why don't you try acting? Pero I don't know. I guess parang nakakatakot now to try it, just because I don't want people to think na parang ano ba yun, mag-singer na lang siya, bakit siya ano. But I'd love to try that.
But you are on Nakalimutan Ko Nang Kalimutan Ka.
Yeah, the movie.
And you made eye contact.
Oo, sa camera. Sabi ko, nakakahiya.
So watch out for
Tapos
that.
nakatingin ako sa
For the scene in which you break the fourth wall inadvertently. Yeah. So tell us about the experience. Like, you know.
super, well, of course, more than being in the camera, like in the movie, acting or whatever, I sang the soundtrack. Let Me Be the One. It's actually my first cover also, and on Spotify. Like I've never released any covers on Spotify, like sa mga platforms of music. But yeah, the experience sobrang nakaka humble siya kasi of course you know, it's just for me, sabi ko nga kahit anong basta music, gusto kong basta kahit anong klase ng form of whatever, basta it's about music. It revolves around music. I'm game, and so being a part of a movie that is this awesome. Kasi napanood ko kahapon, sobrang ganda ng movie. Sobrang umiyak kami and tumawa.
First time mo lang din panoorin in full, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was the premiere yesterday. So it's now showing. So guys, manood kayong lahat.
In most cinemas, I'm guessing. Right?
Lahat halos. And yeah,
may notes guys. So,
may notes ako. Pero yeah, nakaka-humble, and hopefully it's not the first time or the last time na mag-work ko sa isang movie, because I really wanna, you know, actually it's my frustration also. Like, gusto ko maging mag-try maging director one day. So I'm like,
another fun fact.
Yes.
She wants to try directing
Yeah,
also.
I'm into
Because I don't know if you should watch the trailer. Your cover of the song, parang the first note, it feels familiar but it doesn't. If that makes sense, like you know that you know the song, but it's very different. I have to say.
That's awesome. That's actually the goal, because the first time na parang when they told me na I was gonna do Let Me Be the One, I said na okay, I need to do my own version, because
it's a fairly like young classic. I'm guessing in OPM, right?
Yeah, and of course you want to give people something new din naman. Like it was played in the piano, and now I wanted it to be in the guitar, and I wanted it to really be my version, like to have my own take. Kasi syempre parang you don't want people listening to the same stuff over and over. Like you want them to feel the song in a different perspective, but it's still the same song. Parang yun. So yeah.
What's the process of that? Like, kasi nga it's a very familiar song, and then it's loved by. It's like a hugot song for a lot of people, right? It's a inevitable breakup song. You know, parang how do you reinvent it and make it your own in a way?
Well, I just played lang in the guitar. Like I tried finding like the right key for me. It wasn't. I'm not saying it wasn't hard, but it came easier for me to just with the flow of the song. Kasi nga, I love the song. Like I listened to it like even when I was in high school. So I'm like parang yung the fact na I get to sing it like my own version and really release it for everyone to hear. It's like
parang surreal ba?
Surreal.
Dati nakikinig ka lang noon. Yeah.
But also it was hard for me in a way to record the song, because I've never been in that position before. Like the words for me, it's like kasi pag artist ka, you want also to really feel the emotions, like to just for you to be able to share what the message of the song is. But with me, like I really had to, parang artista nga.
Yeah, parang you're putting yourself in someone else's shoes in a way, right?
Kailangan internalize ka mga ganun. Kunyari, ano ka? Kunyari nakipag-break ako. Ganon. And since I've never had a boyfriend, so I'm like, So it's super bigat kasi ng Let Me Be the One. Like it's not just for anyone na almost ganyan. Like with the song, it really talks about like being in a relationship fully with someone. And so I've never gone through that. So I had to really feel the song, like the message.
It's interesting because the song initially doesn't sound that heavy, but if you read it, parang oh wow.
Yeah, and very poetic also.
Right.
Yeah, I love it. I love Jimmy Bondoc as well.
Right.
So.
Right. So the movie is out in cinemas now.
Yes,
But-
panoorin yung lahat.
Okay. May kailan pa ba?
Yeah,
I'm just
nakalimutan ko na kalimutan ka. For sure, nangyari na yun sa ating lahat. Yung nahirapan tayong kalimutan yung isang tao. And of course, pwede na ako mag-promote, no? Mag-promote.
Yeah,
Kasi
go,
may shows.
go.
Because we're still promoting the movie. So September 22, this is, kung gusto niyo po kaming makita, nandun si Alex Gonzaga, no? Nandun si Alex Gonzaga, Gerald Napoles, si George and Jai. Yeah, a lot of us are gonna be there, like yung cast. And of course, director of the film, si Direk Fifth Solomon, sa SM East Ortigas, September 22 po yan, ng 4 p.m., SM Masinag ng 6 p.m. So, kita-kita po tayong lahat doon. And yun nga, panoorin niyo yung movie kasi nakakatawa siya. Actually, tawa rin ako ng tawa. Pero, mukha ka, parang baliw ka.
It's
Ganon.
light, but then like in the trailer at least, like there are scenes that talagang it hits you in the gut.
Oo, and Alex Gonzaga rin kasi is a kind of artist na parang nakakatawa siya.
Like
Pero,
she can shift, right?
oo. So, sobrang galing kasi napaiyak ka talaga niya eh. Yeah, so, panoorin yung lahat. Matutuwa
Watch
kayo
out
dun
for
sa
her
film.
scene.
Yeah.
I have to keep because she makes
For my
eye
eyes.
contact.
Yeah.
For her breaking the fourth wall. If our viewers want to catch you live naman, aside from the mall shows, where else can they catch you?
Tonight, mamaya po
In a
after,
few hours.
after nyo mapanood nito, pwede kayong tumakbo sa Route 196. Meron po akong gig doon with, it's presented by Stages Sessions. I'm gonna be with Over October and a lot of other artists as well. Yeah, Route 196 Katipunan, mamaya 12 midnight yung set ko. So I think I'm gonna be the last one to perform. So yeah.
Or if social media,
Yeah,
if
you can follow me
them.
on my Instagram and my Twitter. It's at Keiko Sounds Like. Keiko Sounds Like. Kailangan ko lagi sinispell yung pangalan ko. Sinahirapan sila.
I asked you then kanina, right? Because there might be a special way to pronounce it because it's
A lot of people say na parang wrong sila yun. Keiko, ganon. Keiko, mga ganon. Pero the weirdest, nag-ano ka sa Starbucks, sabi ko Keiko, alam mo nilagay niya Rita. Layo.
I feel like the barista was like,
parang,
nag-iisip siguro siya parang mag-e-effort pa ba ako
Oo.
dito? Or
Pero ang
magkukunwari
layo
na lang
kasi.
kung di ko narinig yung pangalan niya. Baka yun.
pero ang layo kasi ng Rita sa Keiko. Pero yeah.
Okay, so she will be on
Kind of fun.
at Root later.
Yes.
And this is her last song for the night.
Yeah.
Cover
Guys, yep.
of Let Me Be the One.
Let me be the one. So mga heartbroken. This one's for you guys. Somebody told me you were leaving, didn't know. Somebody told me you're unhappy, but it doesn't show. Somebody told me that you don't want me no more. So you're walking out the door. Somebody told me you've been crying every night. Somebody told me you'd been dying, but didn't want to fight. Somebody told me that you fell out of love from me. So I'm setting you free. Let me be the one to break it up, so you won't have to make to find a setup where someone wins and someone loses. We just have to say our love was true, but it's now become a lie. So I'm telling you I love you one last time, and goodbye. Somebody told me you still love me, don't know why. Nobody told me that you only needed time to fly. Somebody told me that you want to come back when our love is real again. Let me be the one to break it up, so you won't have to make excuses. We don't need to fight a setup where someone wins and someone loses. We just have to say our love was true, but it's now become a lie. So I'm telling you I love you one last time, and goodbye. Just turn around and walk away. We don't have to live like this. But if you love me so, then stay. Don't keep me waiting for that final kiss. We could work together through this test, or we could work through it apart. I just need to get this off my chest, so you will always have my heart. Let me be the one. Let me be the one to break it up, so you won't have to make excuses. We don't need to fight a setup where someone wins and someone loses. We just have to say our love was true, but it's now become a lie. So I'm telling you I love you one last time, and goodbye. And goodbye. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you.